Welcome to TRANSLOGIC, brought to you by Chevrolet. I'm Bradley Hasemeyer, and today a very, very special episode. We're out by the Santa Monica Pier, and we are here with Mark Perry from Nissan. Mark, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We're getting the chance to drive the brand new Nissan Leaf. It's 100% electric. There's no tailpipe. It looks awesome. Now, Mark, what's going on behind Nissan's mind on putting this together?
We think what we have is the world's first affordable, pure zero-emission car for the masses. I mean, we built this car for everybody. Real car, 100 miles worth of range, no tailpipe, no gas.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Just a simple push start, and it gives you that doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, so that you know you're on. Very cool. It's like you get a little dance before the car starts. So I'm just gonna, ooh. We're just flying right now. It's very quiet. I don't know if you can hear that. You hear it? Silence. Now the steering is a little bit light. There's not at all any body roll, you know, and part of that reason is the GM EV1 had those lead acid batteries that were so heavy, and the car was shaped, you know, almost kind of like a triangle, and so you would kind of get this roll, this lean, this back and forth. One of the things that you get here is a really balanced car when you put the batteries low. What's great about that is it essentially anchors your ride. Part of the reason this car is a fun car to drive is because the electric gives you that great early torque right off the line. You might not have 1,001 horsepower, Veyron fans, but right off the line, ooh, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of city driving, which is where this is really going to come in handy, that's all you need, because let's be honest, by the time you're getting up to 4th and 5th gear and you're blazing through and you're super fast, high horsepower gas guzzler, what, you're just going to get to the red light before anybody else? Oh, it's so smooth. This ride is so much better than I expected it to be. I'll be honest. Out of the electrics that we've been in, even some of the hybrids, you know, it's not nearly as soft as like a Versa, but it's not as sport-oriented as a Focus, but you're still blowing both of those out of the water with your fuel economy and with the standard features. I mean, you'd have to buy a Focus and add a whole lot of stuff onto it to get what comes standard on this. Push-button start, keyless entry, there's this really cool shifter knob in the center, the nav screen. There's a software that comes with it so it can show you where the closest power charging stations are. You hit one button on the steering wheel and what you get is this really cool display right on the nav screen. And what that is essentially like a radius of how far you can go if it's round trip or if it's one way. Now a lot of the gauges on the dash are really cool too. It looks like the bottom of a racing game. You've got what looks like gas, which is ingeniously a gas pump with a little electric plug to it. You also have your range, miles per hour. There's a thing on the top here in the dash, and it's a power meter. It's essentially like an RPM. It's showing kind of the strength of the output of the batteries. So Nissan also has this really smart move of putting in eco mode. It changes the regen braking as well as the pedal feel. So your normal throttle is pretty tight, actually, pretty responsive. Throw it in eco mode and it's a little more forgiving. As you're pushing down on the pedal, it doesn't just take off instantly. It kind of is like, hey, remember, we're in eco mode. Remember what we're doing here? We're going eco. Heads up there, earth killer, gas user. Hello, Prius. Nissan's done a good job of recognizing, all right, hybrids are cool, but that's not the end of it. What's next and what's practical for us? This. This is going to be on sale the end of the year. They're attempting to sell 50,000-ish units total, not just in the US, but total. I have a pretty good feeling they'll definitely hit it and maybe go way past it, which will be awesome. Because if that's the case, then they'll put more money into coming up with even better batteries and more technology, and will really prove that, look, this is a technology that people want, that people will pay for, so let's spend more time developing it. The all-electric Nissan Leaf